Hey, what's up, y'all? We're going to change the format up a little bit. I'm getting tired of editing videos that are just fast speed close ups of what I've been doing. I think this might make it a little more interesting for everybody, at least more interesting for me to edit. So, today, what we're going to do is we're going to take all the parts that need to be cleaned and painted, and we're going to separate them out and kind of clean the shop up a little bit, get rid of everything that we don't really need, shove it in a cabinet somewhere, most likely. Um, Everything else that's going to be powder coated, we're also going to separate into its own pile so I know what to bring to the powder coaters later. And yeah, let's get started. All right, so everything's kind of semi cleaned up. We've got all the parts from the Goblin over here. I think there's still a couple of things in those boxes that will need to go to powder coat with the frame, and a couple of things that are on the floor here. These other parts on the floor are going to be prepped and they're going to be painted. Probably flat black is kind of what I'm leaning towards right now. And all of the donor parts that are probably going to be used are on the counter here. Everything else is underneath in the cabinets. And, I'm hoping that I don't have to go digging for anything, but everything's still there if I do need it. So next we're going to prep all the donor parts, get them ready to be washed and get them ready to be painted. And I gotta call the powder coat guy because I still haven't done that. So, all right. All right, so I got the donor parts washed and cleaned best I could with a power washer and some engine degreaser. I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and try and clean a lot of it by hand, maybe. Get something for the paint to stick to so that it doesn't just immediately start peeling off, because a lot of these parts are still really dirty. Engine came halfway decent clean. I mean, it was gunked up in a giant ball of grease. So anything is better than what it used to be. But here, I'll show you. Here's the engine. Lots of parts, much cleaner than before. The main things that need a little bit more attention are some of these lower areas. A lot of the top looks really nice. I'd still like to get it a little more polished, a little nicer looking, at least some of the stuff on top, so that it looks like a halfway decent engine by the time I put it in to the Goblin. And then we have all these parts, tons of rust on a lot of them. So I'm probably going to be going through with a wire brush here and doing this by hand over the next week or so. So that'll be fun. So yeah, that's all I got for right now. I guess we'll come back and clean these parts even more. I thought I'd be done with this at the end of the day today, but turns out that And this project is going to go on a little bit longer than I expected, but that's fine because it's fun. All right, here are all the parts, post-cleaning. Got mostly everything into some pretty decent shape. I'm fairly happy about it. Lower control arm bushings were bad, so I had to buy a brand new set of lower control arms. after I put about an hour and a half of scrubbing into them, so that was fun. I still have to cut the springs here, and there's still a couple of parts that have some rust that I need to kind of clean up as well. I have these pedal boxes that need to be cleaned before they get painted. The two rear axles need to be painted. Technically they're fronts, but they'll be rears soon. And then I'm still debating on whether or not I'm going to keep the sway bar. I feel like the tube chassis should be strong enough without it to not have to deal with any sort of stiffening issues, but it may be nice just to put it on there, just to kind of have it. So if I feel the motivation, we'll go ahead and do that as well. All right, y'all. I think that's going to be it for this one. Next time, we're going to go ahead and clean up some of the parts with some isopropyl alcohol and get them painted, probably one at a time. So, yeah. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. And catch you on the next one.